2,000 years ago, a secret order of 9 men was created. Their mission was to guard knowledge that could change humanity forever. But what if they never truly vanished? They are still here, hidden in plain sight, watching over us, guiding from the shadows. Who were these 9 unknown men? What secrets did they protect? And could they still exist today? Welcome to Time Decoded TV, the place where the secrets of history come alive. Over 2,000 years ago, India was ruled by one of history's greatest emperors, Ashoka the Great. He commanded the Mauryan Empire, one of the largest empires the world had ever seen. For years, he expanded his kingdom through strength, strategy, and war. But everything changed after the devastating Battle of Kalinga, where more than 100,000 people were said to have died. Ashoka stood in silence, shaken by the destruction he had caused, and something inside him broke. The conqueror who once believed in power now saw the cost of it. He turned away from violence, embraced peace and wisdom, and became a follower of Buddhism, spreading compassion across his empire. Yet with wisdom came fear. Ashoka realized that knowledge itself could be more dangerous than any weapon. The same wisdom that built civilizations could also destroy them. So to protect mankind, Ashoka did something no ruler had ever done before. He gathered 9 of the greatest minds from across his empire, scholars, scientists, philosophers, and spiritual masters. Each man was given a sacred duty and a secret book containing knowledge so powerful it could change the course of history. And from that day on, these 9 men disappeared forever from public life and became ghosts in history. These were the 9 unknown men. Their names were erased from every record, but whenever new knowledge appeared, legends claimed it came from the 9. And at the center of their legend, there were the 9 books, each one said to hold the keys to a different branch of forbidden knowledge. Let's uncover what each book is believed to contain. The first book contained the science of influence. It taught how ideas spread, how crowds can be controlled, how minds can be turned without force. Some claim this knowledge later resurfaced in modern propaganda, advertising, even social media algorithms that shape the way billions think today. The second book explored the hidden powers of the human body, life force, energy centers, and balance. It described how the same pressure that can harm can also heal. Legends claim it spoke of a touch of death and of the power to reverse it. In modern India, stories circulate that certain yogis and healers still guard fragments of this ancient science. The third book contained knowledge of microscopic life. It told how diseases could be created and cured. Some even say it predicted biological warfare, the ability to manipulate life itself. Some say the roots of biological warfare began here. The fourth book was not just about turning metals into gold. It spoke of transforming the human spirit, ignorance into wisdom, chaos into balance. But many believe fragments of it led to real chemistry, metallurgy, and medicine. Centuries before radio, it described invisible waves, energy that connects all life. Some passages even hint at communication between worlds. It spoke of frequencies that could transmit messages through air, light, and thought. Perhaps the most fascinating of all, it revealed how to manipulate gravity itself. Descriptions mention metals that glowed, rotating chambers filled with mercury, and engines that thundered like storms. The same details found in Indian ancient epics, describing the Vimanas, flying chariots that could cross the skies. The seventh book held the universe's deepest secrets, the structure of time, the behavior of light, and the nature of energy. It described light not just as illumination, but as a living force, able to bend, reveal, or destroy. Modern lasers, cloaking devices, even quantum physics echo ideas that sound strangely familiar to these ancient pages. This was the book that terrified even the 9 themselves. It spoke of weapons brighter than 1,000 suns, that poisoned the earth and left shadows where people once stood. Read the Mahabharata, and you'll find verses describing blasts that mirror nuclear explosions. The final and most mysterious book said to contain secrets of time itself. Some whisper of time travel, others of bending time through mathematics, cycles, and hidden laws of physics. To us, it sounds like science fiction, but in the hands of the Nine, it may have been science fact. Each book feels like a bridge between myth and science, between what we dream and what we fear. Medicine, psychology, flight, energy, time, all hidden under their guardianship. And as one modern thinker, Arthur C. Clarke, once said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And that's exactly how the Nine are described, magicians of knowledge whose whispers never vanished. Their names disappeared, but their fingerprints remained. Even in our modern age, strange traces appear, hidden manuscripts in monasteries, sudden discoveries in forgotten vaults, anonymous inventors who vanish after breakthroughs. In the 10th century, a man named Gerbert of Aurillac, later known as Pope Sylvester II, stunned Europe with his knowledge of astronomy and mechanical devices. Rumors spread that he'd studied secret sciences in India and learned from the Nine Unknown. In the 19th century, French scholar Louis Jacoliot wrote of a hidden brotherhood guarding forbidden knowledge. Soon after his writings gained attention, many of his research notes mysteriously vanished. And in the 20th century, authors Louis Pauwels and Jacques Bergier revived the legend. They claimed the Nine still existed, passing insights to chosen minds. Einstein's relativity, Tesla's wireless energy, Oppenheimer's atomic theories, all echo the Nine's books on energy, light, and time. The story of the Nine Unknown Men leaves us with a question that has no easy answer. Who are the Nine today? Some believe they still walk among us, scientists, monks, philosophers hiding in plain sight. Others say their books no longer exist in paper form, but as digital fragments scattered across the internet, waiting to be decoded. And a few believe the Nine were never individuals at all, but an idea, a reminder that wisdom must serve humanity, not destroy it. For more than 2,000 years, the Nine Unknown Men have stayed hidden, yet their presence still echoes through history. Some believe they were guardians, others see them as visionaries, and maybe in some form they still exist. Today, as humanity pushes the boundaries of AI, quantum energy, and genetic engineering, we face the same danger Emperor Ashoka once feared: progress without wisdom. Perhaps that is why the Nine remain silent, not to control, but to remind us that knowledge without conscience can destroy what it was meant to save. If they are real, then they are still out there, watching, waiting, and protecting the fragile balance between creation and chaos. Maybe the story of the Nine is not about hiding knowledge, but about guarding humanity from itself. Because every generation rediscovers what the Nine already knew, that true power is not in what we can create, but in what we choose not to use. So the next time you hear of a sudden discovery, a technology that feels centuries ahead of its time, ask yourself, is it genius or guidance? Because history's greatest secrets are not lost. They're waiting to be decoded. See you in next chapter,